Okay, so welcome to another episode of not Teva Drive, I guess it's going to be TEVAtalk, because we're standing in front of the 2020 Polestar 2, which is a full electric car from Geely and Volvo, sub-brand called Polestar. Polestar 1, as you know, is a very exotic high-performance plug-in hybrid, where the Polestar 2 is supposed to be an affordable full electric car from Volvo and Geely. So this is the first opportunity we have to actually see one in person and sit inside it, and we're hoping to be able to test drive it as early as next April. If you order or reserve the car right now, you'll be able to take delivery in July of next year, July of 2020. So let's tell you a little bit about the car and show you the outside and the inside of the car. Okay, so let's show you the interior. The car is a very similar size to the XC40 we just drove in Europe, because it's based on the XC40 platform. And also the XC40 will eventually be available as a full electric car as well. Obviously it will have less horsepower and it'll have smaller battery and it'll be more affordable. This car is actually lower. It is a tall hatchback, but it's actually lower than, let's close the door so that there's not too much airport noise. As you may know, we are now at Billy Bishop Airport. That's where Polestar has decided to exhibit their car. So anyways, this is a high performance tall hatch. Now, being tall hatch, it's still not as tall as our BMW i3, just to let you know, by about 12 millimeters. So it's not a huge difference, but it's not as tall as the i3. Definitely taller than the Porsche Taycan that we saw yesterday. Anyway, so the car itself has 408 horsepower, dual motors front and back. The battery size is 78 kilowatt hours. The estimated range is about 450 kilometers that they are hoping for in EPA, but it hasn't been officially rated. So the car is basically, again, a tall, high-performance tall hatch. It will compete with Model Y, although we expect the Model Y is actually a little bit taller than this. So this would be, size-wise, would be sitting between the Model 3 and the Model Y. The space, as you know, for my 6'3" frame is very comfortable. In the front seat, and for my 6'5" son who is behind the camera today, the back seat is still comfortable. There's still decent space in the back seat for tall passengers, as well as the headroom. So the extra headroom is allowed thanks to the fixed glass roof, kind of similar like Tesla Model 3 or Jaguar I-Pace. You have the neat little thing is the Polestar logo is being projected onto the glass roof from the inside. You can see it from the inside, but also from the outside. It's kind of a cool feature. So here, as you can see, we have the dual screens. We have the horizontal screen here on the regular dash, which is multifunction. By pressing the options here, you just toggle through different screens. Whoops, that functionality today is not working, unfortunately, so we cannot show you. And then, so all the basics are here. There's 3 different modes of display. The one with the large navigation, this is the standard display, and there's another display as well, so 3 different kinds. And then now this is the other screen with all the main information here, so hopefully we can show you some functionality. This is a pre-production model, so not all the functions are working. So you have this main screen here, you have the volume button here for volume adjustment. Play and pause. You have the rear and front defroster, and you have the shifter here. So the shifter, as you can see, is very unique to Polestar with the logo in the middle. You basically have just 3 positions, reverse, neutral, drive, and the parking button is right there. You have 1 cup holder here. The materials are very decent, so it's a leather steering wheel. This is a cloth seating option, which is the basic option. We checked the adjustments. It's like a 7-way adjustable seat, including the bottom of the seat, which you can manually pull out or in. The doors, just a regular, design, like with most regular cars, or you will see that in a lot of the Volvos, again XC40. So if you're familiar with the Volvo design, this is very similar to that. So here you have basically the main menu. So you have the Google Maps. We go back to the driver performance, which is right now not working. So usually you will have the statistics of driver performance right here. Let's just go back to main menu. So this is how you return to main menu. Right now it's showing, but it's not relevant. It's showing 24 kilowatt hours per 100 miles actually, which is very optimistic, I guess. 24 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers would be a lot, but 100 miles, it's very optimistic. Then we have the phone functions and Spotify. And again, they were not able to connect the car to the Wi-Fi network, so this functionality is now not working. You have the surround cameras. Again, right now it's just showing the sensors. You have the various driver assist options, which are all here. So you have driver alert, driver support, traffic sign information, speed camera warning, speed limit warning, connected safety, driveway information, and so on. Charge information, charge limit, you can set your limits right on this screen. So right now, again, it's not the true display, but it's showing 80% battery with a 220 mile range. The car is supposed to be rated for 275 mile range. That's what they're hoping for in terms of the EPA rating. So here again, so you have some other functions: exterior lights, interior lights, mirror, seats, wipers, locking, etc. We go back to the charge and the various functions, and then the drive. You can select steering, soft, normal, stiff, ESC off or on, regen braking off, totally off, which means coasting, which is nice. Very few other electric cars have that. Or you can have medium or high. So we have 3 settings for regen braking, which we like. Hopefully we'll get to test drive it in April, so to determine if the one pedal driving is actually allowed, and if the regen is strong enough to allow that. So kind of similar to Tesla Model 3 or BMW i3. And then the creep off on, again, fantastic that they have it. We'd love to drive without so we would keep the creep off. That's our personal preference. So that's about it. We want to show you the rest of the interior as well in detail. There is a glove compartment box here. There is a frunk, but it's smaller than the Tesla Model 3, and there's a nice trunk in the back with lots of storage. So we'll pop the trunk in a few minutes as well to show you. The steering wheel is very, basically identical to an XC40 or other Volvos. The screen a little bit different, so I wish we could show you some more of the functionality here, but unfortunately they likely put it in demo mode, so it doesn't seem to be working today. But there is 3 different modes on this main display as well.